Come on, Godzilla.
Let's check out this building right here. What is it? What is the building? This is actually a pretty interesting building here. Lots of history right here. Oh, what is the history about? This is the old King Louie building. This is not the original one. This is the newer one they built not too long ago, and back in the 80s, I believe. King Louie been around for a long time. This is the only garment factory that was on Kansas Route 66. And the original one was just so slightly off of Kansas Route 66. It was closed down in 2023. It came with a lot of different names on it. The company itself, that was the Larner Brothers, I believe the name was. I think here, let me see here. Yeah, the Larner Brothers, I believe. It wasn't always named King Louie. It was like King Louie America and different other names. The sign still appeared, the last one. In the 30s, they made the World War II uniforms. Many of the Kansas people, Kansas for the military. But in the 1950s, they made like the bowling shirts and stuff. This closed in 2023. They just right off Route 66, literally we're right across the street from McDonald's here. There's the old original route. King Louie, I was the last. They did like the fabric giveaway and stuff like that. I was in there at the time, and I got some little video, so I'll link it to the end of this video. But we're mostly doing the history of this place, and they changed ownership back in 2012. Oh, sorry, I'm looking here. Okay, they were in 2006. They were laid off. In 2023, they shut down. They came with different company names. They were like, King Louie bought it out. Here's the last company to be in here. See, there's the office buildings. We'll go over here real fast. In 2023, there was 60 employees who was laid off of work when the company shut down. In 2006, there were 166 employees. In the 50s, the King Louie had this brand, and they made a lot of bowling shirts, a lot of bowling leagues and stuff like that. That's this side of the building. Let's come over here to part. There's the sign of the last company that was here. I don't know exactly. I tried to look at the time they moved in this building. I think it was the 50s and 60s, I think. But the original one is uptown. We're gonna go check that out in a second here. Let's see. There's the parking lot here. Yeah, pretty big parking lot. There's the bay doors. Back there is where they did lay out the fabric and stuff, and up here the sewing machines and stuff. We'll check out that video. Stay tuned at the end of the video here, guys. I did a little tour inside, and yeah. So Godzilla, you ready to go check out the other place? Yeah, let's go check it out real fast. This is back behind the King Louie building. They had windows in there, but they closed them up. No, Godzilla, we're not getting McDonald's right now. We're doing King Louie right now. You want me to rush, but you're taking your time yourself. Hey Godzilla, check out that old church we're walking in right now. Okay, this is actually the original building from 1937. This building was open. They turned it into like a gym or something. Here, we're almost on 12th Street here. A little bit off of Route 66. This is an old church. The church was here since the early 1900s. But anyways, that's the old building right here. We're on 12th Street. This is a little bit off Route 66. The Ritz is over there. 66 is right over there. And yeah, this is the old building, the old King Louie. There was the Lerner Brothers building. It's pretty cool. The Lerner Brothers, the Lerner family, they had it. They owned it a long time ago, and they fixed the building up here. They put a deal, but they took it down, and they opened it back up again in 2022. They did. The company bought it, but they owned bowling alleys in Kansas City. So in the 1950s, they made bowling apparel, anything like that. See, back in the 30s, 1937 when this opened, it actually was a pretty busy place. In 41 they started making the uniforms for the military, and here's the picture right here is what it would look like inside of people sewing inside the building. I imagine it would not be cooled down because it would be pretty hot in there. The building looks pretty well insulated with a lot of people in there. It'd be pretty hot during the summertime. Yeah, those doors were not there before. They actually remodeled the building and bought the building to put it there. So they moved out of this building and went to the one we just saw first, right next to this old church. This church was back in the 1900s. I would love to go inside that church sometime. Anyway, so this is the old building. Come around here. See, they even got the old original brick there too. See, they had some other buildings that are connected to it at one time, but I believe on the other side over there, but there was actually, I saw the old photos, it was a bigger building right there, but the other side of there was the Roots Company. We'll save that for another day. This is the aerial view in Baxter Springs, 1965 at the Baxter Springs Museum. And there's the Roots Company right there, and there's the church right there, and the building. Let's get back on the road. So we went into the war in Japan and Germany, World War II. That's where they made the uniforms out here in Kansas. And a lot of they shipped it to Kansas City too. They did. So a lot of the work came here. They went all the way up to Kansas City. They have King Louie actually had another factory over there, and they closed up before Baxter's. It was at Adair, Oklahoma, not too far from, maybe an hour and a half away. And they had one in Kansas City, the main office. Just now crossing the street, and to check out the building some more, a little closer. On the other cross street there is the gas station. The gas station has been there for a long time, but not like it was. They remodeled. It was a fast trip, and always been a Phillips 66, I believe. That old alarm right there, Star Sprinkle Corp. That's an old fire alarm right there. Don't you think of anything, Godzilla? I'm not sure how long those things have been in there. I'm not sure if it was there, but it was a clothing factory at the time. Those glass. I did know that King Louie did store some of their leftover parts when they still in the building at the time. They stored their leftover machines and stuff like that, or extra machines and stuff like that here. Let's go on the other side here. Okay, this is the loading dock for it, and the windows, they have windows there, they're boarded up. You can tell the old windows there. You still see the old lead paint. The old loading dock. They weren't very big like they used to be back in the day. That window got busted out there. They weren't big as they were back in the day. The loading docks and stuff like that. I think the trucks are smaller. So, but up here, out there where the little brick sticking out right there was a sign. It said the Lerner Brothers right up there. They took it down. I think the storm took it down or something. Or when they sold out, they took it down. There's the old church bells. I was there since the early 1900s. I have a video covering that one time. Anyway, so here's the loading dock. Like where the stove was one time, where they had it heated the building up. I imagine it got cold in there. There's the back end, this back end of the building. The windows. And this area here is this community center now, but this is where the Roots Company was. And I believe they were operating the exact same time that King Louie or the Lerner Brothers was. Pretty cool. Now me and Godzilla's going back on old Route 66, and into this you'll see the inside of the building of the old one when they first closed and was giving away the fabric and everything. I'll see you guys. Hi guys, look at this old picture. So it did Lerner Brothers manufacturing company. That's where the sign was, and these were the original glass bricks. Huh? Look at that. Baxter Springs, 1946. Check it out, guys. Wow. Look at all the people. In 1946, guys, in Baxter Springs, Kansas. This is taken October 31st, 1946. This is almost 80 years old. 80-year birthday next year. Break rooms. Here's the front of the building. I gave him away a bunch of stuff today. See if there's anything around. Here's the main floor. Yeah, they got the main floor here and everything. So here's a bunch of sewing machines. Or I can't remember the names of some of these. Here's all the bathrooms. All the fabric and everything's going. They're giving away everything. They have bordering machines. Bunch of shelves. A bunch of more machines.
That looks like elastic up there, zippers. Yeah, dude. I want the rope right there. You want anything going up here?
I don't know. I haven't seen everything was up there yet.
Zippers and bands. Yeah, zippers. Lots of fabric they're giving away. And jackets.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
Here. I'm just loading this down and then
Where's Mariah?
I
I think she's got stuff over here. I got something for her.
Hey, how you doing? Not bad. Yeah, you getting all your goodies?
Got some treasures.
There you go.
Please. That's I just go like this all day.
There you go. You can take some of these sewing machines home, I think.
Well, I think they're 220. Someone said.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be hard to rewrite those.
Yep.
Have a good one.
Push the floor button.
That was good, guys.
Superior from the window.
Patterned room. No electric in that room, so you can't really see in there. Here's a floor plan for the building.
She made, well, yeah, she can. It's the
I don't know what this is. I'm trying to read it. I didn't.
That's the trash cans. Compactor. Lots of people here. Fabrics here. Come around to the front of the sign. The building's up for sale. Hope it don't remain empty for a long time. There's the sign. There's the front of the building. See, that's for the downtown in Baxter Springs. And this is the parking lot. Hi guys, I'll see you guys later.